Lambeau Field, the mecca of professional football, the home of the 13-time world champion Green Bay Packers. For Green Bay, a town of just over 100,000 people, the smallest market in North American professional sports, it's a symbol of history, community pride, and most importantly, championship football. Green Bay natives Curly Lambeau and George Calhoun founded the team in 1919. Lambeau and Calhoun would be mainstays for the organization for years to come. And starting in 1925, the Packers played their games at City Stadium, located behind Green Bay East High School. However, by the 1950s, it was considered inadequate for the times, and the other NFL owners threatened to force the Packers to move to Milwaukee unless they built the new stadium. In August 1955, the Packers announced plans for a new stadium in Green Bay, with a seating capacity of just over 32,000 people. Almost a year later, Green Bay voters responded by approving a bond issue to finance the new stadium. And by 1957, New City Stadium was built and ready for use. In August of 1965, 2 months after the death of Packers founder Curly Lambeau, New City Stadium was renamed Lambeau Field. Continuing to honor former Packers greats, the street that Lambeau Field is located on was renamed to Lombardi Avenue in 1968. Coach Vince Lombardi led many great Packers teams in the 60s and would lead the team in victories in the first 2 Super Bowls and a total of 5 NFL championships. One of the most historic moments in the history of Lambeau Field came a couple of decades later in the winter of 1993. Packers safety Leroy Butler took a fumble back for a touchdown and leaped into the stands. This leap has famously become known as the Lambeau Leap, and many Green Bay Packers since then have celebrated the exact same way Leroy did so many years ago, jumping into the stands and celebrating with the crowd. Lambeau Field has also gone through numerous renovations throughout the nearly 60 years of its existence. By the end of 1999, the Packers believed that they needed to update the facility to remain financially competitive in the NFL. Rather than build a new stadium, Chairman and CEO Bob Harlan and President John Jones unveiled a $295 million plan to renovate Lambeau Field in January of 2000. Funds would partly come from the team via the 1997-98 stock sale, which netted more than $20 million for the organization. Most of the proceeds, however, were to be paid through a 0.5% sales tax in Brown County, as well as added fees to season ticket holders. After the plan won approval from the Wisconsin State Legislature, it was ratified by Brown County voters on September 12, 2000. The public helped the Packers once again, just another reason that Lambeau Field is not only a symbol of the city, but of the people that call Green Bay home. From 32,000 seats in 1957 to a capacity of over 80,000 with the newest renovations completed in 2013, Lambeau Field has seen many changes because of the generosity of the general public. Lambeau Field remains a historic landmark in the world of sports, but it's also a symbol of unity for the city of Green Bay. If not for the people, there would be no Lambeau Field. And there would be no Green Bay Packers without Lambeau Field.